Hey everybody, more Twilight Struggle. Here we are against Zanekin. We are the Americans again. Always this random setup is anything. So, last game went alright. We won by CIA created DEFCON. Waiting for him to decide. So I don't want to play it this time. I'll probably play defectors, I guess. There's enough here. Blockade would be kind of painful too. Play Fidel. You always want to play Fidel, I guess. That would be good. I don't have anything to cause me to not do the standard setup here, so that's what I'm going to do. And into it, headline phase. I guess I would defectors. I'm just going to wait for him to do it because the game stupidly shows when you pick the card, so you can't do that too quickly as the US because the Soviet player always knows that it's defectors. 5-year plan. 5-year plan would be okay to play too. Let's see here. I guess I will play defectors. I'm just kind of waiting. I'm thinking about my order, about what I'm going to do. Indo-Pakistani is nice to have. I'll put that up. Enough time has passed. It's been like a minute. So he can react accordingly. It's not going to get rid of one of his better cards. You know, it's the same situation as last time. Getting defectors on turn 1 is kind of frustrating because a good player is not going to play destalinization or decolonization because the DEFCON is too high. So you're kind of stuck with, like, you'll probably get rid of Cambridge 5 or Korean or Olympic Games for whatever reason. You'll end up just doing something stupid like that. So that's that. That's interesting on his part. You know, that's either a terrible play or a smart play. If you're familiar with the game, you don't want to waste a good headline card, and you figure I have defectors. All right, so he's gonna play Suez. I'll try to coup Iran. And it goes poorly. So I can't go into. So what do I want to do? I want to play some influence. And 2. Boom. And maybe Egypt to start spreading over to Libya. Although no, that wouldn't be. I'll go into Canada. Maybe is that the because I can't go into Malaysia. I think. Jordan? Maybe Jordan. I don't know. It's tough. Nasser's out there. Maybe Greece, just to be able to get into Turkey. That might be a good decision. So we're going to wait, bide our time. We're lucky that he rolled a 1 on the Iran coup, so we get to stick around in there for a little bit. We will play Fidel to get that out there as soon as possible. And let me see here. I'm just trying to think of what coups I would do. He's probably going to try to. Oh, he's going to play UN intervention with what? Marshall Plan. Okay. I think people. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So I just have to coup it now, right? With 5-year plan. Attempt to coup here. There we go. We took it back from him. So he used UN intervention on Marshall Plan, which I wouldn't recommend. I don't think that's the best use of that card. We are now able to access Asia, which is huge. So we'll probably play Fidel and then play into Pakistan, I think. And then play Indo-Pakistani War or something just to get the card out. We cannot play Blockade at this point. That was the downside of doing that. But we can wait for the next turn. I don't think we're going to be forced to use it. We haven't been forced. I don't think the USSR can force the US to discard cards. This one influence into Canada, clearly. Alright, so we're going to play Fidel, trigger the event, place influence into Pakistan. Start the spread. I'd probably take Afghanistan after that to just block him totally. I want to get CIA created back out in there though, so I have 3 card plays, so I can't do that. That's not a big deal. We're secure in Lebanon, which is important for the US to do. He got rid of Suez though, so that's not huge. We're waiting for NORAD. We're not going to put any more influence into Canada until NORAD actually shows up. He space raced... No, a UN intervention Marshall Plan. I might have been giving him too much... I might have been saying that he space raced that, but he did not. He played UN intervention, which is much better play of it, clearly, because he caused me a little difficulty over here with my coup situation. I'd be interested in taking Afghanistan for the bonus point of being adjacent to the USSR, and I need a non-battleground over there, although I have Australia, don't I? I do have Australia. So I should take India above all else. Yeah. Can't go into Egypt because of Nasser at this point. It's not worth it. The Western countries don't need to be controlled. I might play CIA created and take Greece or something like that. Maybe go into Turkey just to cause it to be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, I think that's it. So it's really just sort of waiting for him to make his move. There he goes, China card. Where's he gonna go? Interesting. He went into West Germany with it. So I'll do that. I'll place influence. Is he trying to get through to France? That doesn't seem all that interesting. What did he do? Syria and West Germany. Yeah, that was interesting. If he's trying to get through to France, that's a... I'm not sure that's the best way to go about it. Especially to put 2 influence into Germany. Alright, so he's got domination. That's fine. I am fine with that. So let's place influence. Let's place influence with this to get it back out there. Go into India. His turn, his final turn of the round. We'll play Indo-Pakistani no matter what, because can't afford blockade. He might be waiting on blockade. Europe scoring. Tied. He had 2 scoring cards. Okay, that's unfortunate for him. The Asia one has not come out yet. So we're gonna take that. I think that's the smart move. I wouldn't go anywhere else. Yeah, I think we're fine everywhere else. He might try to coup Iran. Do I overprotect Iran? Maybe that's worth it. So, take that. Just for now. No early war cards are super threatening to our position there. DEFCON goes up to 3. Got NORAD destabilization. Warsaw Pact. So I want to trigger Warsaw, obviously. I'd rather not do NORAD, but it might be my only choice. I don't think that's a great headline. That's unfortunate. Now I wish I had controlled Canada because he's gonna coup on the first turn. I'm not gonna get it. All right, so he does that. So would he take it out of Canada? I would imagine he'd go Italy, Germany, UK. I would think, but I don't know. I don't know about this guy. He's crazy. Nasser, not a huge problem. Blockade is kind of annoying here because I want to get rid of this stuff. I might be forced to play the China card. Just because I want to keep destalinization to kick it off on the turn 3 reshuffle. And the other ones aren't worth it. Come on, dude. You got it. You got the power. He might have the Asia scoring card because it's the only one left. See what he does. Socialist governments. I don't know. I'm trying to think about what I would do. He's played the European scoring card, so socialist governments isn't that concerning to me at this point. Socialist governments is fantastic as a headline if the USSR player has the Europe scoring card, obviously, because you play it as a headline and then you can play the scoring card. Which, if he had it here, he'd be able to uncontrol the UK and West Germany. He would not have domination because he does not have another. So what did he do? 2 out of Italy. Oh, he actually played that. Interesting. That makes sense. Okay. So it's not worth cooing for me. So I'm going to place influence here, here, and here while we have the chance. That'll be good. So now the coup, whenever it happens, will give us the NORAD boost, which is nice. He's into Thailand. There's not much I can do about that. I might want to spread into Malaysia just to get have the ability to do that. He did not go into Africa, which is interesting at all. I mean, he's got the DEFCON to worry about. Interesting that he would do that, though. What did he do with it? Laos, Vietnam, oh, and Indonesia. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, they would put that out there. All right, well, he's really gunning for Southeast Asia. That's fine with me. We played Warsaw, so that's good. We got rid of it. It's obviously, I think I mentioned in the last game, it's a much better late war card for the USSR than it is an early war card. I have desalinization, so he's not going to be able to take advantage of it. And yeah, outside of that, it's really just waiting, waiting for him. I get a little bit impatient when you record a couple of these games in a row. The waiting around kind of gets to you. I can't imagine playing the board game at this point. I'd like to. I like the way I like the physicality, the tactile nature, as all those board game people say about the actual physical game. But it must just be so slow. And I've obviously forgotten how to do the coup math because you don't have to do it at all here. I just know that high numbers are better, and that's about it. Come on, dude. Put your influence into Yugoslavia, East Germany, Poland, and Bulgaria or something. You can't put it into Thailand. There he goes. Interesting. Austria. He's interested in Austria. Is he going to play that for the op? Okay. Alright, I don't really care about that. So I'm going to attempt a coup somewhere, I think. And all I can coup is Cuba and Iraq, which is interesting to me. So we're going to play this. We're going to play some influence there. He still has... He might have the Korean War, right? So, place influence. 2, 3. Do I just take Japan at this point? I think so, right? So, place influence. 1, 2, 3. And then with my other influence, going to like Turkey, probably. Might make sense. We'll see what he does. If he goes into Burma, I'm a little bit annoyed because I would like Burma. And if he does that, it'd be a little bit frustrating. So we went into Japan to lower the Korean War chances. Taiwan would be good just to lower that even more. Formosan, I don't think has been played yet. No, NORAD is still out there. And anywhere I have influence, would that be possible to break that somewhere? No, it'd just be worth it to like take the Philippines, I suppose. Duck and cover. He failed. He tried to space race it. Interesting. So that goes there. Blockade, I don't want to play yet. Might play the China card. So I'm going to play some influence with this guy. There and there, lock that up. So we don't have domination yet. We just have presence +2. So we need some of these smaller countries, which I don't think we're going to be able to. Maybe the China card, we could do it, which would be interesting. Do you give him the China card on turn 3? I don't think it really matters. Could coup in Nicaragua. It doesn't really do anything. I might do that with one of these ones. After I play something like Romanian Abdication, I might coup Nicaragua just to see what happens. Because then I could potentially realign him and sort of block him from getting into Costa Rica, which is where I don't want him to be. Outside of that, I'm annoyed that I have blockade and destall on turn 2, which is too bad. We're gonna have 3 more card plays, so I could hold on to both of them. Although I'd want the China card if I was to play blockade and desalinization next turn. East European. So here, here, and here. Our turn. Trigger Nasser. Actually, can I... Here, here, and here. Yeah, which is fine. Then Nasser, I want to place influence. You remove half rounded up. Oh, half rounded up. So I can't just place him in there. Okay, so trigger the event. Attempt a coup in Egypt. See what happens. Failed. Defcon drops. We get that, which is useful. Not really anywhere too huge. Just take control of the Philippines, I guess. There we go. And his turn. So he's into Egypt. He doesn't have a lot of coup targets. We're leaving a pretty good coup situation for ourselves, I guess. I mean, I should coup into Nicaragua just to get ourselves back in there, I suppose. Vietnam revolts. He takes France. Truman is still out there. I've just screwed up France, really. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was confused about what state the game was in. So that's okay. We will trigger this. Attempt a coup over here. How many ones am I gonna roll on coups? I think I made that thing in the last video. I just roll ones. I only roll ones on fucking coups. It's real annoying. So I'm annoyed by France slipping away from us, which is too bad. De Gaulle is still out there, I believe. Korean War, please fail. Oh, he doesn't even try to play it. Okay, so do we play the China card? I think we do. Well, This means destalinisation can come back this shuffle if I get rid of it. So I think I do have to play this. So I place influence. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. We got the Asia scoring. We've got Asia domination. The Asia card must be here at this point. He must have gotten it. So I have Indo-Pakistani. So I have Truman. So that would have been useful if France was not under control. So instead, what I have to do is capture Nazi scientist, just to get rid of it. Everything else is kind of useful to us, so I can't. I might want to wait until next turn, then break France, and then take it back. Might be the best play. I don't have any scoring cards, buddy. Sorry. You'd think I would, but I don't. So I do feel bad for you there. So like I was saying, I might keep Truman to be able to headline it next action round. So I'd have to wait until the end here to do that. Anywhere else particularly worrisome? Not too bad. I mean, South Korea, you'd have to put a lot of influence. You could play the China card to break one of those countries. I don't know if that would really be worth it for him. We'll play Comic-Con, obviously. Toss destalinization with blockade. Oh, that would cause me to have to use Truman, though, wouldn't it? I'm now building up all these cards that I don't want to have built up in my hand at this point. Would he try to coup at this point? I don't know if he would. I might try to just break into France just to get influence in there so that when DEFCON drops I can take advantage of it. Maybe that would be more interesting. If I give him multiple things he has to worry about, that's obviously a better place to be in. He has the Asia scoring card, I'm pretty sure, because we haven't... I don't think we've played it yet. If we have played it, I'm just not paying attention whatsoever, but I don't think we have. So he has to think about what he wants to do in Asia. And De Gaulle. There's De Gaulle. Who's Lebanon? I'm not sure I really understand that. Okay, so I'm going to trigger this, which is fine, just get rid of it. I have destalinization. I don't care about his abundance of communist influence in Europe at this point. East European unrest so rarely comes out in the late war, but it's such a much better card in the late war. Yep, there he goes. All right, so he does that. So I will attempt a coup. Egypt. There we go, a 6. Thank you. Now we get this. So I get to put influence somewhere. Influence into... maybe Israel? Maybe. I was thinking about South Korea, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to put it into like one of these. I'll put it into Turkey, I think. That didn't really stop his domination of it, which is concerning to me at this point, but what are you going to do? I'm surprised how many countries he controls in Europe. That's not usually the case. The Soviet player usually has a tough time getting influence into a lot of those countries. The stability number of the countries is so high. Oh, I have an Arab-Israeli war. It's good to know. I could play East European unrest and discard. And play East European to take Spain, Portugal, and Greece, which might be to my advantage here. The 2 stability countries always very important. But as we wait, so what's new with everyone here? Enjoying your Twilight Struggle video game challenge. Not this one in particular, but I assume people watching this own the game and are playing it. I'm having fun. It's been good. I'd like to see the coin games come out with something like this, or, you know, Labyrinth or something like that. There's a Labyrinth app on the iPad, which I did a video about, which is good. It has a couple glitches in it, but it is it's a nice way to play. Just you need to set up the board, obviously. This gets rid of setting up the board. Although there is a big difference between video games and board games, right? Just in terms of porting a board game to a video game. You really start to see what each medium is best at. This is a good port, but a lot of the other times I could see it not working. Like Le Havre for the iPad, as if anyone owns the Le Havre app on iPad, it's just a terrible way to learn the game. It's also a terrible way to play. You just get no perspective on what people have. It's one of those Euros where you need to keep track of resources, and seeing people's piles of chits is a much easier way to judge where people stand in the game than it is to look at a screen on an iPad and have to open up things to see how much they have. It's just a little tedious. So he's going to play the Asia play here. Yep. Alright. So we're going to play this. We're going to place influence here, here, and there. Make him waste that. So we took the China card. We took back Asia domination. And I'm pretty happy with that. The China card does not, it just doesn't fix a lot of problems for you. It only takes Thailand. If you can take Thailand, it's a fantastic way to do it, because you can go from a 0-2 to a 3-2, or a 4-2 rather, I think, and you take control of it. Total flip. Red scare. It's not what you want to do, my friend. So I'm content to do this until he plays the Asia scoring card. Like so. Just play it. Get it over with. How many points do I get out of it? Yeah, quite a bit. 7. It's good. It's good for us. It's just, it's wasteful to pour ops into trying to break these places. Wow, alright. Okay, so trigger the event. Failed, which is nice. Place influence, boom. And boom. Take control of those two. We bumped Europe domination away, which is nice. Gotta play the Asia scoring card at some point. I know you have it, right? You must, with the attention you're playing to Asia at this point. We got Truman Doctrine. Cannot play it. I must hold on to it. Suez. Okay. So I'm going to play this to play some influence there. What did he do? He took control of something else? Bulgaria. Yeah, that was just... He might have the European... No, he can't. He's got to play it at this point. And at that point, I can play blockade de-Stalinization, which would be excellent. Because he will have taken up a turn here, where he won't have gained any footing, and I will be free to play those two cards. So that worked out. I lost Truman, but I wasn't going to be able to do anything with Truman anyway. And yeah, that worked out pretty well, I think. I don't think that play over here by him was really the best. Maybe he doesn't have the Asia card. Am I just an idiot? Does he have it and he's just going to lose? Trigger this. Discard. And then... And then what can I do with this? I could place influence. Could try to realign. I think I'll place influence into Costa Rica, just to secure ourselves over there. I guess he didn't have the Asia scoring card. Okay. Yeah, alright, he held the scoring card. Alright. Yeah, so that's another another win for us, I guess. I don't know. I think he got frustrated there and didn't play the card. But anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. It was another short one. We won before the mid-war. But yeah, if you enjoyed the content, hit that like button. Helps me out a great deal. And otherwise, I will see you tomorrow with more Twilight Struggle.